All right. Welcome everyone to the November statewide meeting. How is it November?
Right.
I don't know.
It's crazy.
It's halfway through the school year almost. It is crazy and there's so much going on. The majority of this meeting is going to be a celebration
Yes.
because we have so many pictures.
So many pictures. Red Ribbon Week was so fun.
Oh, a big hit. And this is not that we have favorites, but I really love this picture. This is Ouachita High School, and I don't know if you guys have had some time to check it out while you were waiting, but there's some really enthusiastic chapter members in this picture. I love it. We still have a few more joining us. I'm glad to see that we have a lot of people on live today, but welcome and thank you for being with us. And those of you that are watching the recording, that's just as good. So thank you for watching, and we're going to jump right into it. And like I said, we're going to start with Red Ribbon Week picture celebrations. Here's a couple more from Ouachita High School. Stephanie is just going to we're just going to jump in and tell what we know because there's so many different, oh, sorry, I'm reading the chat. No, Angie, if you don't mind, don't show your video because then you'll be on the recording. I don't know if you want to be, but it'll show up on the recording. So if your camera is off, that's probably best. So first of all, Ouachita was the first picture on the first slide on the stage. Can you remember what obviously it's a Red Ribbon rally.
Yeah, they sponsored a red out at their home basketball game, which was super creative, super fun. So as you saw in the first photos, they really decorated, had all these banners and streamers and really set up this great photo background. And so I think they handed out information and talked to people at the basketball game. But yeah, they sponsored a red out for Red Ribbon Week and had everybody wear red.
A great idea. I love it. And then these fun little cowboy Western Day pictures from Manila, and their students were presenting the dangers of vaping. So I just love so many of these pictures are different dress up days. Yeah. So you'll see some pajamas, you'll see some Western wear. But yes, just so many things going on. We had so much fun on Red Ribbon Week ourselves traveling around. I think there's some pictures of some of our stops too. Here we go in Poen, and they have a big chapter, always doing big things. You know, Poen is on top of the themes usually. Yeah, they're the ones
love the themes.
Yeah, they love a good theme. Whether it's St. Patrick's Day or whatever, they always have a good play on themes. But they had little photo booth props. Looks like they're set up in their common area, hallway area there, and they had a booth with lots of different handouts, and I just love the little photo booth props, hashtag drug free and yourself be drug, love yourself, be drug free, all of those. Bryant did the same thing on Red Ribbon Week. The costumes, yay, I love it too. Keep moving because we have so many. And this one is slightly blurry, but I wanted to share it too because this was from Manila also at their basketball game. And I know you can't read this. Can you remember what some of this text was, Stephanie?
So they made these little cards with just different tobacco facts. And I think this was their homecoming game. And so they made these little cards with tobacco facts and attached them to these beads, which are their school colors. And then they handed them out at the game. So everybody received a little bead with some information on it.
I love that. And we just talked about how Green Forest does their Mardi Gras parade every Mardi Gras, every whatever that is, February. And they do attach the beads and drop the beads. So I love that they had the black and gold.
Yeah, Manila totally made their own cards and made it fit for their school.
Love it. And we were just at Mina, and I'm telling you, throwing things into the crowd.
Yeah, they love it.
It almost doesn't matter what it is.
No, it's a big hit. Take notes.
Right. Who else do we have? A couple speaking of Green Forest, they did a little a parade, kind of march, where they made all of their different signs. And I'm not sure where all this went, if it was up down the school campus. I'm sure Miss Belanger has told me and I don't remember, but I love their little signs. This one, if you can see, they're very creative. There's this cigarette man who's lighting up a cigarette, and it says put it out before it puts you out. Just some really cute signs. And then their students also presented too, and they've got this lung model where it shows the damage and that can be done to the lungs. So we've had a lot of really good presentations from chapter members down to younger students or just other classmates, which is also what's going on in the Phillips County Boys and Girls Club pictures to the other side of the screen. We're so excited because this is one of our brand new chapters
and first pictures.
Yes, and so the Boys and Girls Club, as you probably know, has a wide age range. So their Project Prevent chapter is their older students, but they have this great captive audience of the younger students who are there every day after school. So they're doing a lot of education with those younger students, which is what you see them here trying to answer questions and that type of thing. So super excited about that. And
this was fun.
This was great. Cutter Morning Star, which is the high school just outside of Hot Springs, worked with their regional prevention providers, their RAD people, to get these giant inflatable lungs brought to their school. And when I say giant, like you can see me and Stephanie inside of them. And while she's not very tall, I am, and I could still stand up in there.
Inside, right.
Those were really cool. So that it was just like a great visual. They set them up at half court, and they brought the entire school in for an assembly where we got to talk. And some kids you can see on the pictures to the other far side, they were acting out different skits and doing different things. And it was pajama day as well, which I love these cow pajamas.
And they got to sign a banner for Red Ribbon Week and get some fun like giveaways.
Yes. And then and we actually like popped up our tent that we normally take on our little pop-up visits and popped it up in the gym so that they could come and do like photo booth things and, like Stephanie said, sign the banner and all that. So that was a lot of fun. And our friends in Fordyce at the pumpkin patch. I know, I love it. I actually think the picture at the top with the green wig was from last month's meeting when we visited.
Oh, maybe.
But
it's so great.
Yeah,
so
I just can't let it go. That's our friend Al, I believe, in the wig, which he was not the only one that wore it that day.
No,
it was a big
passed
hit. Around. Let's see. Someone is having trouble with the sound, and you're dialed in from a phone number I can see. So I'm not sure. You may have to go back to the Zoom meeting and type in.
Oh, they got it.
Oh, they got it. Okay, great. Even better. Good. And then, so can you tell us about what they did at their pumpkin patch?
Yeah. So, like she said, the pictures on the right may have been from last time, but they're always popping up some sort of booth and handing out information and talking to their younger kids. But we haven't shared these yet on social media, and I'm so excited because they're so cute. But their chapter went to the pumpkin patch and handed out information to people as they were like coming in and going from the pumpkin patch. So like, what a great fall activity to do to like get to hang out at the pumpkin patch and also like hand out information to people there.
I love this because this is a perfect example of like how much fun you guys have when you plan things. It's not like some like old boring event that you like sit and hand out brochures. No, you guys are going and doing fun things. Yes. You guys always seem to have so much fun together too. Okay, lots of photo dump here. So Mina at the top. This is where we were on Friday of last week. Yes, and they had a pep rally for Red Ribbon Week, and it was lit, as the kids say.
Yeah, it was.
There was the side of the gym that you can see in the back of that picture was like not quite full, but the other side that you can't see was completely packed. They had all of their students there, I think maybe 6th grade through 12th grade. Yeah. And this is their Project Prevent chapter who really worked to like coordinate the whole rally. They had some of their students come down and speak. We got to say a few things and got the crowd all fired up. And then we did our pop-up kind of event at their lunch afterwards. They had so much fun.
It was a super good time.
Yes. And then our friends down at the bottom here in Little Rock at Lisa Academy West, Stephanie and I met with them. They are working on a super neat project that they're going to talk about at the conference. So I don't want to give too much of it away.
Right.
But yeah, that's when we got to meet with their students. They are working on something really unique, and they're going to present for a few minutes at the conference. And then our friends at Mountain Home Junior High down at the bottom, they're always posting up their new
they keep the hallways,
keeps it
updated,
very decorated. Yes. Okay, Kirby up at the top and on to the other side. Tell us about Kirby.
So Kirby I think they did a lot of activities during Red Ribbon Week, and they set up this table. I think maybe I shared it on the social media yesterday that you guys can go see more pictures, but they set up this table in their school hallway, I think. and they had handouts and information too for Red Ribbon Week and some fun little giveaways. And then this picture on the right of these two boys in this photo booth pop up, they used one of the RAD. I don't know if they partnered with RAD or maybe they're also in their chapter is involved as a RAD chapter. So they had this pop-up photo booth where you could like put your face into these little guys. And I think there's a message at the bottom that says something about
I must have cut it
being
off.
drug-free, but it's a super
But
cute
it has
picture.
their like Kirby, what are they, the Trojans?
Yeah, the Trojans.
Yeah, logo on a little
Super
t-shirt.
fun. And then the top picture, they played Deal or No Deal. And I don't know exactly what they did with that, but somehow they tied that into like a fun game.
We need to find out what they did. That would be something fun to do at the conference too. We're still kind of working on our games for the conference, but they're going to be great. Mount Vernon Enola also doing some presentations for their younger students here. You can see at the bottom, and we just had to sneak in this picture of them unboxing their kits too, because somehow that got past us. And Kirby's also. We always ask for these fun like unboxing kits. Yes, more to come.
Yep,
that's a little hint if you're watching the conference virtually. There may be some confetti in the future. All right, who else do we have? Okay, good. So we have a lot more that Stephanie's sharing on social media. It has been for the last few weeks and will continue. I think you have a pretty good little backlog. Lavaca is on there today.
Yep.
If you haven't already looked at it, Project Prevent AR is the handle, Facebook and Instagram. And then there's
a lot of red ribbon pictures.
Yes, there's even some on the story today where they decorated pumpkins and you can vote on like the one that you like the most. So let's talk about the conference. We just have a few minutes, so I want to just touch on this really quickly. And I want you guys to know that we have, wish I could remember how to do the drum roll.
Oh yeah.
Do you know? Oh.
Dang it.
Okay. Well, anyway, pretty exciting. 689 students registered for the conference.
Crazy.
We'll do a round of applause. We had to, cap the in-person registration a week or so ago because we can't have more than 350 in person. But then we have about that many that are attending virtually too. Yep. So we're so excited. Today is the last day to register, even if you plan to watch it virtually. We had to make a cutoff because we're still mailing materials and that type of thing. So if you were thinking about attending virtually, today's your last day. You have until 5 o'clock tonight to get in and register.
There. It's gonna be a good time.
Yes. Here's the agenda, which we have shared. And some of you may have already received this little card in the mail. We're pretty excited for the conference. And if you did get registered and you got this in the mail already, then you got a little fun
little prize
with it.
Sneak peek.
Yeah. So this is the main details of the agenda, but just know that there's tons of other fun things going on in between all of these actual sessions. We'll have a DJ. It's going to be a ton of fun. So a lot going on. Even if you're doing it virtually, it's still going to be a ton of fun. And then I wanted to mention too, for those of you that are doing it virtual, we want you to still be as involved as possible. If you could reserve a room so that your chapter could watch it all together, that would be awesome. It could be at your school, or if you could get a room maybe at your library or community center or something like that. That way you guys could kind of still have like a bit of a retreat. Order lunch. If you have Project Prevent mini grant funds, you can use that to pay for lunch for your students so that you guys can still, like I said, kind of enjoy that little retreat. And then if whatever room you use, if you can project the conference on a big screen. That way it'll just be easier for you guys to join in. We'll be, hopefully, if we even have a camera and a microphone, we can interact with you guys. But there'll be lots of other things that we'll do to kind of be sure that you guys feel as completely included. We love having a virtual option so that we can have almost 700 kids all together because we could not have that many in person for sure. For those of you that are coming in person, we just want to remind you that you have to wear a mask. It has to cover your mouth and your nose. We are going to be taking temperatures with the little forehead thermometer thing as you come in. And this is part of children's policy. So anyone that gets there and you have a temperature of 100.4 or higher, you'll not be able to participate. If you have questions about that, just please let me know. It would be a great idea if you guys wanted to take temperatures before you even got on the bus. That way you would know to not bring a student. if they have a temperature. All of you guys will be sitting together, like with your own school. So that's another way that we're kind of help trying not to, mix and mingle too much. You guys will be in sitting at big round tables together. If you have lots of kids that you're bringing, you may have 2 or 3 tables, but you guys will all be seated together with your own school. And just so you know that our staff at Children's here are all fully vaccinated, and we'll be following these guidelines also. And, oh yeah, do you want to talk about that for a second?
Yes, you might have to help me out a little bit. So every year, Children's Hospital does the Festival of Stars, which is always in December, and I helped with it a little bit last year. So basically, it's a toy drive, and they ask people to bring toys as a donation, and we'll talk a little bit in a minute how it ties into the conference. But usually they'll bring them here to the hospital, and then for those sick kids and sick patients that are having to stay here in the hospital over the holidays, they get to receive some of these toys. I think they even do this like event where parents can come and shop through the toys. They set them up here on campus. So it's a really neat thing that the hospital does. And we wanted to share it here because if any of you guys want to bring new toys to the conference, we can accept donations there. And then so if any of you wanted to donate something, you can bring it with you to the conference, and then we could get it.
Right. So it's absolutely not required, not mandatory. There's no bonus points, but if it is something that you wanted to do, we'd be happy to collect those the day of the conference and then carry them back to us to Children's Hospital so that we can put them into, you guys wouldn't believe some of the donations. Stephanie mentioned we'd helped before, but they just have a big open kind of like warehousey type room. And it's just so wonderful that parents can have the opportunity to come and pick out presents for their kids right there at the hospital and not have to worry about going and doing the shopping while they have a child in the hospital. So I'll send out the flyer on Friday with the Friday email that lists all the details of this, but we just wanted to give you that option if that's something that you guys wanted to do at the conference, so that you guys could be involved too. And lastly, just please remember to wear your Project Prevent uniform to the conference. That's the teal Project Prevent shirt. You'll be getting t-shirts at the conference, and if you want to put it on later, you can. You don't have to, but we want to see all of you in your Project Prevent shirts for the conference, even if you're virtual.
Yes.
If you still need sizes, if you're coming virtual, please let me know if you still need any of these, and then we'll actually bring a few extras to the conference if you have any students that haven't gotten these yet. And keep moving. We have a couple more things. Oh yeah, let's do this.
Trivia Tuesday. A fun little thing to break it up.
Yeah.
So it's Trivia Tuesday again. Time for our winners. Everybody's been having a great time. I just have to give a shout out that we have now reached over 1,100 followers. Real excited about that.
Instagram.
So the trivia competition is getting a little stiff.
Yeah, this is for October, right? So these are the students that played in October and got it right consistently, right?
Yes, that played consistently and got right answers.
Okay, if we knew how to do the drum roll.
Right, I wish. Oh, okay, there it is. Maybe we're just clicked on the wrong thing. Okay, and they are. Okay, so their usernames are at the bottom. They are Haven Johnson, Alicia T. 517 and Drew.Dickinson 36.
All right.
So congrats, guys. If this is you, we'll be getting in contact with you on the Instagram page. I'll tag all these people later on the story, and then they can send us a message to claim their prize. Thanks for playing.
All right. And I'm looking in the chat, Miss Sims, I see that you said you registered for in-person, but you need to change it to virtual, and I can do that for you. And we will mail you your materials. I'm going to write that down real quick because I'm going to do that as soon as we're done here today.
So our November chapter goals, we had this in our October meeting. This is what we had up on the screen last month. So at that time we had 58 chapters. And a little over 1,300 members. And we said our November goals, we wanted to get to 65 chapters and 1,500 members. So how do you guys think we did? How are we doing so far?
It's only November 3rd.
Right.
And we have really
64
close.
chapters and 1,378 members.
Guys, that's incredible. I know there are a few more that still need to register, and we're working with our friends in Star City. They're just kind of getting up and running. So the chapters continue to grow all the time. I was just in another meeting before this, another virtual meeting, and I'm going to be getting in touch with the high school in Newport, which we don't have anything in that county. So it just continues to grow throughout the year, but we're so excited to have this many kids that are active and involved in Project Prevent. It is making a difference, I promise you. What else did we want to talk about before? Oh yeah, so I just wanted to show you the updated map too. I believe that this has everyone listed that has registered as a chapter on our website. So if you want to try and find yourself, it's in alphabetical order by county, and then under each county is the name of the school or the group. If there's if your county is a teal color, that means you have one chapter. If it's the yellow, you have 2 chapters, and if it's red, you have 3 or more chapters in your county. So we're really spread out and happy about it, and we're getting more involved kind of down in the southeast too, which I'm really excited about. And I think we wanted to talk about Ready, Set, Record. Yes. So as you know, it's going on right now, and we have been receiving some submissions, and they're already impressive.
Some are so funny, so creative.
Yes, we dropped some materials off for eSTEM, was that yesterday? Because they are just now kind of getting to work on theirs, and it is not too late for you guys to start working on a Project Prevent video. It can be anywhere between 30 and 60 seconds, and all of the details, the rules, and everything are on the website, but we pieced together a short little I don't know, commercial for it based on some of our entries from last year, if you want to click on that.
Also, just know, if you are like thinking about doing a video, but you've never done one before, it does not have to be anything fancy. We have some that are like really nice equipment, and they submit videos that are like really highly produced, but also we have some that win and that are really funny, that they just like take them with their phones.
Exactly.
So this is kind of a good mix.
It's time once again for the Project Prevent Youth Coalition's Ready, Set, Record. Students in grades 7th through 12th can create a 30-second video addressing the harmful effects of tobacco and nicotine. Here's the deal. Lots of kids still don't understand how dangerous tobacco and nicotine can be.
One of my friends tells me it makes me look cool, and I want to look cool.
Ready, Set, Record videos provide education and awareness to prevent young people from becoming addicted to things like smoking or vaping. So whether you're an actor, animator, producer, or editor, we need your talent to help spread the message. Tobacco and nicotine are harmful. To enter your Ready, Set, Record video, follow these simple steps. Create, film, and edit a 30-second video and upload it to YouTube. Make sure that it's public, then register your team to the Project Prevent website. That's it.
Stop vaping and I'll leave you be.
We just love it.
Those kids make me laugh every time. So we're going to put this on our Facebook and Instagram. So if you guys will please share it. All you have to do is be an Arkansas student in grades 7th through 12th. So you could be from a public school, a private school, you could be homeschooled. You just have to live in Arkansas and be within those grade ranges. We would love for you guys to submit some videos for Ready, Set, Record. We usually take 1 or 2 from the finals and use them throughout the year. So always like at the Travelers baseball games and the Naturals baseball games, we'll play them on the big screen at all of the home games and just some different things like that. So if you have questions about it, please let us know, but all of the rules and everything are on our website. And I know we're running short on time. There was something else. Oh. Yeah. So good. That worked out.
Some more confetti.
We can't wait to see you at the conference. I did want to go ahead and let you guys know that Jessica will be leaving us. Next week will be her last week. So she's been very helpful, especially these last couple of weeks getting things organized and ready for the conference. Yes. But it's back to just Stephanie and I. But we got this.
Yes.
So. And
Still
most
gonna have a ton of
importantly,
fun.
you guys got this, because you guys are the ones doing the real work, and you guys are the ones that are out there, you know, boots on the ground and really making a difference in your schools and in your community. So we're so thankful for the work that you're doing. Here's our contact information if you need us. I know that a lot of you have kind of been messaging me about the report. So I hope that you are all finding that easy enough to use. It's on the Project Prevent website where you can report your activities. I've also shared a video of just kind of me clicking through it and showing you kind of what to do, but it's really self-explanatory. There's one issue with the report, and that is that you cannot print it before or after you submit it, and you don't get like an email confirmation. So once you submit it on your end, you won't see anything else at all. So I know that's a challenge for you guys, and I apologize. I've talked with the Department of Health, and there's no real good remedy that we've come up with at this point. It's such a large report that if you were to try to print it, you would need to print like one page at a time, and I don't know that you'd want to do that. I'm trying to figure out a way that I can maybe update you guys, hopefully like on a monthly basis, just letting you know that I've either received it or that you're missing some. But please just continue to use that report to report every time that you can do it just once a month, but you'll report the activities that you do, the meetings that you have, and of course, watching our statewide meetings too. So if you have questions about it, please let me know. But that those reports proves that you guys are doing the work that you're doing, which will continue you know, for us to be funded to coordinate Project Prevent. Yeah, so we can keep doing it. So again, let me know if you have any questions. And we have just about 2 or 3 minutes left. I wanted to give you guys a chance to ask questions if you want to type in the chat or take yourselves off mute. If you want to show your camera now, you're welcome to do that. And we'll give you guys a couple of seconds if anybody has questions, comments, shout outs, anything like that. Not all at once.
Or if you just like to say hey.
Hey, this is Angie from Bryant.
Hey.
We have not been able to, you know, take our kids to Little Rock for the conference before. And I was wondering if there was anyone out there that had a really good idea of how to approach it with your principal and your probably superintendent on how to do that.
That's a great question. I did share a letter. I believe it's still on the website. If you go to our website, here, let me just show it real quick. But anybody that wants to chime in and help her answer that question, that would be helpful. Okay, so if you go to the main page, I don't know if you just saw, but I just clicked on the little icon of the conference, but you can also go to what we do, and it's here, Youth-Led Fact-Fed Conference. But this will give you the agenda, and then there's a letter here that you can download and print or email to your principal and superintendent that's explains it a little bit better. So hopefully those materials will help. But if anybody else has any advice, I know Ms. Laster would appreciate it.
Yeah, please share.
I love that we have the virtual option. I mean, it just makes it where it's possible for so many kids to participate.
It does. It would just be great if we could be there, you know.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
We seem to still be doing everything virtual. So
I know. Oh, thank you, Kimberly Sims. We have the energy.
Yep.
If nothing else, we have the energy.
Like to bring it.
I love that we have Berryville all the way at the very top of the state and El Dorado all the way at the bottom right now. We're everywhere in between. Got a lot of people on live today. Did anybody have any advice on maybe how to talk to your principal or superintendent about attending the conference? If you don't make it to the conference in person, we will also be sponsoring the Travelers and the Naturals baseball games again in the spring. So maybe we could see you guys there, and we will get that date and all that information to you way in advance so you can hopefully get approval for that.
And we always have a film festival sometime in February for Ready, Set, Record. So like if you don't submit a video, people are still welcome to come and see everybody else's video. But it could be super awesome if you submit a video and it gets chosen as a winner. And then you like get to come to the festival and see it on the big screen. Yeah. So that's another opportunity where we usually get together.
Okay, well, it's 12:30 and I don't want to keep you guys any longer, but we again just appreciate you so much. And I'll go back to our contact information, which I think you guys should mostly have at this point, but please let us know if you need anything. Keep up the great work. It will be Thanksgiving and Christmas break before we know it.
Gosh.
I know. Please let us know if you need anything and have a great rest of the week.